Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Friday, September 11th, and we have a new head of household. I'm in a better mood today than I was yesterday. When someone actually calls you and says, "You sounded so down yesterday." Yes, well, it was, it is what it is. I had a couple different people say, "Are you okay?" It's like, look, it was, you play a game, you lose. You feel crappy about it. I'm okay. I'm all right. I didn't even think about it until I just started doing this. I was like, oh yeah, I was in a bad mood yesterday. It is another rainy, drizzly day, though. And I know certain parts of the country could use the rain and the drizzle. It's just drizzle. It's not rain. But it is cool. Here in the Midwest in Indiana, it's 63 degrees and drizzly as I drive to work. So, we have a new head of household. We actually got to watch the competition on the live feeds. It was the wall competition, which tends to favor people that are lighter, smaller, shorter. But I don't know. Davon was the first one out. Let's see if I can remember the order. Davon was first out. I'm not going to get the order. I'm not going to get the order now that I think about it. I know I'm going to miss some in the order because Davon later told David, who happened to be second out, that competition was very tough on the arms. And she said all of her strength is in her legs, not her arms. And so, okay. Other house guests commented how quickly Davon dropped. Not to say she threw anything, but just to basically say she isn't very good at it. I don't know. Doesn't help your reputation. We came in saying, oh, she did really good on the challenge, so she'll be good at competitions. And then she dropped, I'm not kidding you, nobody else dropped for another at least a half an hour. So she either just did something wrong or I just don't know. I mean, you're a have-not as well. So the order, that's right. So the order that went out, at least to start, we had... because people were motivated not to drop because of the have-not were the first three. So Davon was first, David was second, Ian was third. Once Ian dropped, Enzo dropped right away. He was basically holding on not to get have-not. After Enzo... I gotta think who was left. Kevin dropped. I know that. I don't know if that was the order, though. Yeah, I need a picture of everybody who was on the wall to actually remember who dropped. I'm going to miss somebody. Memphis dropped. Actually, Kevin lasted longer than Memphis, I think. You got down to the final four. So if I don't name somebody, they must have dropped somewhere in this middle. And it was Cody, Nicole, Danielle, and Tyler. And to be honest, they're an alliance. I mean, it was like, oh wow, okay, we got a strong alliance that's left. And then Tyler dropped. So you had Cody, Nicole, and Danielle. And they're considered in an alliance. So, yeah. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for a lot of people. Pardon me, I've got the sneezes. You guys may not know it, but I'm pausing to sneeze. So, Cody, Nicole, Danielle. And in the end, Nicole dropped. And a half second later, almost instantaneously, Cody dropped. I know this because I couldn't have told you that until Cody said that he waited for Nicole to drop because he wanted Danielle to do it. He was giving Danielle the power. So Danielle is the head of household. Probably the lightest person in the house. Maybe Nicole. One of the two of them is probably the lightest. So shocker for the wall. They, the long and the short of it, let's see. Danielle told Davon she was safe. Danielle gave Cody a bit of a grilling, which I thought was kind of in jest, and I thought he and Cody were being honest with each other, but it sounds like later on she was asking him again. So she's concerned about this or convinced that he lied to her, but we don't know, and I don't know if they'll show it on the TV show, but Cody ran to the bathroom before they had a household competition and to use the restroom. And Danielle says, when you did that, Tyler whispered something in your ear. What was it? And Cody's like, I don't remember what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't there. Nobody talked to me. Nothing happened. And it didn't seem like that serious of a back and forth. But Danielle brought it up again late last night. So it's bothering her. And it sounds like she may actually be contemplating targeting Tyler. Now, we don't know for sure if she's going to. She doesn't realize, of course, there's the power issue to come into it. You know, who has powers. And so she won't be able to... Well, Tyler doesn't have a power. I should say that. I'm saying there's a power issue. But remember, Christmas, Danielle, and David have the powers. So Christmas has the power to block a power of veto renom. Danielle has the power to play head of household again, which means she can play head of household again next week if she wants to, although she actually said she may not want to play it. I mean, I guess maybe don't reveal the power if you feel that's safe. I don't know. It's kind of strange. If you think you don't have a shot at winning it, I guess you don't reveal you have the power. But it'll be her one shot because she won't get it again because she'd have to win head of household to be able to play it again. She either has to play it this week or it's done, I think, based on 3 weeks of usage, if that's what we're going with, which I think is what we are assuming. And David has the power to keep himself safe. To keep himself... I don't remember now. I have to look it back up. He can either pull himself off the block or he can block himself from being nominated all week. So in either case, Danielle may try to... She said that right now she thinks she's going to put up David and Kevin and then reevaluate. Like maybe she's going to go after Tyler, but she's going to find out she can't nominate David. So she's going to have to put... David... God knows with David, he may choose to think he's safe and be nominated and hold on to it for another week. I mean, that's a possibility. So David is probably going to use his power this week, I would think. Danielle will have to put somebody else up. And I don't know if she's going to go right at Tyler or not. The thing is, if she plans to try to really backdoor Tyler, Christmas may use her power to keep that from happening. She may not be able to use him as a renom. So this could be interesting. These powers could come into play, preventing some potential drama that some of us are hoping for. Danielle may actually take a swing, may actually try to go after Tyler, and it may end up being blocked. What are you going to do? So that's where things kind of stand. That's where things stand. I'm not going to spend too much time dwelling on this at this point. It should be interesting. We'll see what happens. Try to think if there's anything else to talk about. I did see something tweeted late last night, or somebody in a discussion that I'm involved in put something up that apparently Nicole has lost sponsorships. Looks like people are out there reporting her to her sponsors like she's a bad person. Great, people, way to go. I mean, Janelle may have been involved in it, to be honest. So that's getting nasty when you're targeting people. targeting their livelihood. It sounded like it was for bullying, which I don't know what. I don't know. I'm confused, and I don't know if I want to. I don't even know if I want to know this stuff. Really, I don't want to know about crap that goes on outside the house. But at the same time, I'm not even a Nicole fan. I don't want to know the show. But at the same time, it's like, really, people, you're looking to cause for problems? Okay, whatever. I don't know as much about this as I should. I just know I saw some stuff last night where someone was showing a sponsor saying we are no longer affiliated with that person and won't be affiliated with them anymore. I may have to go look it up to see. But that's neither here nor there right now. We're talking about what's going on in the house. And as it stands, we've got Danielle, head of household. Well, we talked about this 2 years ago, I think, with the cloud power, or with the powers that they had, where you could keep someone from nominating you. And I talked about this specifically because I remember it was like, well, it's going to be really awkward, guys. Let's pretend this is with Danielle now. Danielle's going to say, I nominate you, Kevin, and you, David. And a voice is going to come over and say, Nicole, you can't nominate David. You'll have to nominate someone else. Ooh, that's awkward. I'll have to nominate someone else. Of course, it sounds like, and what happened the last time around is that that's not how it'll happen. I don't think that's how it'll happen. I think Danielle will tell Big Brother who she's planning on nominating, and Big Brother will say that's not an option. I think the power will be announced before Danny tries to do her nominations and not be left in an awkward moment where she has to change her mind suddenly. I think she'll be given time. So, we'll find out. Honestly, I won't be shocked if David doesn't use his power and lets himself get nominated. Because, that's how David seems to work. He doesn't act like normal folks. All right. That's what I got. I am going to sign off relatively early this time on my journey. But I have been talking for over 12 minutes, so oh man, it doesn't feel like Friday. Big Brother Gossip Show tomorrow. It is tomorrow. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a good Friday, a good weekend. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Big Brother Gossip Show. And I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to tell you. No, don't think so. Other than it is 9/11. I am, thoughts go out to everybody that was affected directly by the events on 9/11. My recollections, not to dredge up too much, but I actually have a Big Brother tie to my 9/11 only because I found out about it happening through the message board that I worked on at TV Clubhouse. I didn't have the news on or anything, and I was actually checking out the message board to see what was going on in Big Brother in the morning, waiting to take one of my kids to a doctor's appointment, and someone was writing on there that we should check out the message board, and that's where I saw what was going on. So yeah, it's a it was a weird day, and I guess being as it was almost 20 years ago, was it 20 years? 20 years ago? Yeah, or almost 20 years ago. There's a lot of people out there who there may be some people out there listening to me who have very minimal memories. Now, you know what? Everybody that's listening to it I don't think there's any 20-year-olds listening to this or 19-year-olds. If there are, hi kids, how are y'all doing? But yeah, you can't explain it to people, those kind of events. I mean, just like when the shuttle exploded going off the launch pad, I remember where I was when that happened, and you can't explain those kind of events to people. It's just very, very bizarre, and definitely stick in your mind. So, I did on my way to work drive underneath an overpass where people have stood every year, including on 9/11, on the original 9/11, on the day it happened with American flags, And I just see it every day, and it's like, oh yeah. I mean, I did think about it this morning. Obviously, it's hard to miss the fact that that's the day it is. But you have that reminder when you drive underneath. So when I go home tonight, there will still be people standing on that bridge with American flags over the interstate. So I know that happens across the country. It's not just in my local area. It's just something that they've been doing since 9/11, since the original date, every year. All right, that's all I got. Hope you guys have a good day. I mean, obviously, bearing in mind the day that it is, but there's a lot of other concerns going on right now too, the wildfires out west. All right, I'm getting yes. Let's go back to escapism and talk about Big Brother. How's that? Everybody be well. Have a good weekend. And I will talk to you. Heck, we have a pandemic going on too. Wow, shut up, Mike. Yes, this is the squirrels dashing in and out of my brain. I'm going to go now. I'm leaving this on a really awkwardly weird note. Such is my life. Take care, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you all on Monday. Yes, that's it. Bye.